Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I got a special delivery and it is the Witch's Tarot. His Kickstarter just ended. I was going to back it 100%. Really wanted to. The reason why I chose to not go with the Oracle was because I use tarot a lot. And the reason why I purchased this deck is because I really like looking at the pictures and looking at different things of it. I really was drawn to it to do goddess, like dark energy work, to connect with dark goddesses, more of like that dark feminine energy, right? Um, it very much spoke to me about that. It very much spoke to me like the shadowy side of witchcraft, the shadowy side of, that lifestyle. And I just, I don't know, it really spoke to me. So I ended up getting it. Now that it's been here and looking at it, I 100% regret not getting the Oracle. I should have backed it on Kickstarter and got the Oracle along with this, because that was part of like the add-ons is you could get the Oracle and then add on the deck to come with it, and I should have did it. Like I said, I'm kicking myself in the butt now for not doing it, but I'll just keep an eye on his site and I'll grab the Oracle when it becomes available, if it becomes available. So this deck is my first like photographed deck. Um, I don't have any decks. Like I'm just looking through my collection fast and scanning. I don't have any decks that have like photographs in them. I have collage, but this is very different. This is actual like pictures that he took and then obviously did like filters or like manipulated them and somehow or added things to them. And it is phenomenal. Phenomenal. There's not a whole heck of a lot of talk about this right now. I'm not sure why, because this deck is top notch. It is gorgeous. It's been created properly, everything. So let's take a look at this box here. Really nice, really beautiful. The person is, his name is Chris Madsen, Burning Paper Hearts. Um, the box doesn't open all the way. I'm sure I could force it, but like I don't want to. Like look how cute it is. Like all the moons and everything. Even like the deck, like the book, sorry. The book is phenomenal. I love how simple it is. Like he just gives you the keywords upright, keywords reversed. That's it. No background stories, no, different things. Like I really appreciate that simplicity to that. That's perfect for me. And he's got here dedicated to the women that rule the world, the witches, the goddesses, and the lovers. How beautiful is that? And then he's got all of the models credited in it, which is phenomenal. And then he's got the 3-card reading, which is like, in my book, the only reading you really honestly, this is the only spread you really honestly need. You can find out so much you need with just doing a 3-card reading. So yeah, that's really simple, really to the point, beautiful. And now let's take a look at these cards. Nice magnet closure. All right, so black edging. You know I'm here for that. I love it. Backs, gorgeous, reversible. And it's like a rose petal, but the cards are so flexible. Like this is just like he must be a tarot card reader or know tarot card readers, because everything about this deck is it's perfect for someone who actually reads, who actually, you know, does work with their cards, enjoys shuffling them, connecting with them, reading with them. Um, it's amazing. Your fonts are clear, but they're not overpowering. The borders are, black, but like not overpowering. There's a little bit of detail and embellishment, but not a whole heck of a lot. You've got your numbers up here, which are perfectly clear, but like nothing's overpowering, right? Like it's there, but it's not overpowering. It is a matte cardstock because it's rose petal. Like, oh my God, it's amazing. This is like really good production, like perfect production. As far as what I've seen, there's been no mistakes. There's nothing. It's adult. It's it's dark and mysterious and elegant. It's beautifully done. Absolutely beautifully done. It's so like it feels like it reaches like right into your soul. Like it's an amazing deck, honestly. I haven't shuffled it. I haven't done anything with it, but just like flipping through the pictures, I could just feel it. It's got Kali energy, it's got Hecate energy, it's got like I don't know. I don't even know how else to explain it. It's phenomenal. I am so happy that I at least got this, but I'm kicking myself in the ass for not getting the Kickstarter, for not joining the Kickstarter. And like even like everything's lowercase. So it's not like that, like it's not overwhelming. Like I don't it doesn't take away from the photos, right? Like the photos are very much the power, right? And these ladies, all different types of colors, shapes, sizes, ages, you name it, it's in here. Yes, there's nudity. These are beautiful female bodies. They're models. They're gorgeous. You know, I don't know. If you're not comfortable with nudity, I guess this isn't the video for you. All right, and we've got the maiden, the mother, and the crone. Look at that crone card. There's a lot of crone energy in this deck too, I feel. Even though a lot of the ladies are very youthful, he's got quite a few extra cards in here. We've got the Covenant, Ritual Magic, Burn at the Stake. And then this was kind of weird to me. So he's got Wax and he's got Wayne. And I don't understand why he didn't add like full moon, new moon. Maybe that's too like too obvious. Maybe that was just like too obvious. I'm not sure why he didn't add those. I kind of wish he did, but he didn't. He did the Druid, which is him once again. So he is the Fool and the Druid. So this is both the creator. This is him in his own deck, which is amazing. So we got Hecate, Lilith, Hel, Selene, and those are your extra cards, which is quite a few extra cards if you look at it. Like a lot. Quite a few. Oh my God. I can't even get over the energy that's coming off this deck is amazing. Amazing. I am so excited. And like, I'm going to be honest, I was really on the fence about this deck. And I was like, I don't know. I've never had a photography deck. I don't know how I feel about it. Um, I don't have the Somnia. The Somnia is on my list, kind of, but sometimes I feel really drawn to the Somnia and sometimes I don't. And so I decided, you know what? I need to have like at least one photographed deck in my collection. And I decided that I was going to do it with this one. And I don't regret it. Like it's amazing. It's phenomenal. There's just layers upon layers and layers of in this. But the dark feminine energy that exists in this is amazing. I don't know. It is done so good. And like I follow him on Instagram and he's always posting like these cards and like the pictures and stuff. And I don't know, there's just something about them. The wildness to them, the like unapologetic attitude about them. Like they're phenomenal. And there's a little bit of animals in them, like in the right spots. Like, look at that King of Wands. This wouldn't necessarily, I mean, it's not a really beginner friendly deck, but you know, if you're really drawn to it and you want to read it, you're going to read it one way or another, right? So I don't like to say things aren't beginner decks or they're not this, that. This is more of just kind of more an advanced reading deck. But like I said, if you want to read it, you're going to find a way to read this deck, whether it's Rider Waite based, the author, what, it doesn't matter. You're going to read it. Because if you're drawn to it, you're drawn to it. Like this card for some reason creeps me out, but like in a good way, but like it's so creepy. I love it. I don't know if you guys, my mic might cut that out. My two cats just had a disagreement behind me and one hissed at the other. It scared me. I wasn't expecting it. Oh, like this Three of Swords. Amazing, amazing. Wow. There's there's so much in this card. I can't even. Wow. That is a powerful image right there. Hmm. I very much am drawn to witchcraft and the way of the witch. I do not call myself a witch though, because I feel like that has become that a title, a stereotype even. And so I don't, like in my mind, a tagger doesn't need to tell you that it's a tagger. You just know it's a tagger, right? And that's the way I am. I don't need to say that I'm a witch. I don't need to say those words. I don't bear that title um, to myself, but I have lived this lifestyle for many, 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 many years, probably since I was about 13, 14 years old, and I'm 43 now. Um, it just came natural to me. It made sense to me. I tried to, you know, go with the grain and do what everybody else does and believe what everybody else believes for the majority who was in my family and around me, and it just simply does not compute with me. So I'm very much a nature-based soul. I'm very much about my craft and my magic, my personal magic, and the things that I do. So this spoke volumes to me, this deck, and I'm really glad that I got it because it's very there's such a strong sister energy in it. There's such a strong it's just such strong energy coming from it. I absolutely adore it. But I have practiced my craft and what I do for many, 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 many years. So this very much falls in line with the way that I see things or do things or understand things. This King of Coins is such a beautiful card. I think it's one of my most favorite cards, to tell you the truth. There's a couple in here that are really crazy, but this one's super crazy. All right, so I'm going to give her a shuffle, and then I'm going to show you what I have that I paired it with. Okay, so I've given it a good shuffle. Okay, so I actually started out feeling like I didn't have anything in my collection that would pair with this and that would match this energy. And then I was really wrong, and I have so much. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 decks that I paired it with. I'm not going to show like all 9 of those decks. I will show a couple as like honorable mentions, but there's some that I just felt looked amazing. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show them as pairs, but I'm not going to do spreads with them. I'm only going to do spreads with the top 3. And that's what I'm thinking I'm going to do because honestly, so much went with it. All right, so right off the get-go, one of the first ones that I paired it with that I was so drawn to with it, just to match energy, I felt like they energetically matched each other, is the Outgrow Yourself. Now, my Outgrow Yourself is well loved. I love this deck very much. I use it more as an oracle. I don't really read it as a tarot. I like to look at the tarot associations. Let me shuffle it. I like to look at like what tarot like titles are with it, but at the end of the day, I read it more as an oracle. Kind of has more of an oracle energy to me, to tell you the truth. Oh my gosh, if I can ever get this straight, I will. So I don't know, I liked it together. I thought like this, the Outgrow Yourself is sassy. It is dark feminine. It is strong. Um, that very dark goddess energy to it almost. So I felt like it would kind of flow with this. The dark doubt cards, like I just feel like it would work. Um, so backs, they're okay, works. But I just feel that look at this, like the 5 of swords, the 3 of wands, and defeat. I think it works really good. Ooh, I got a couple stuck here. I think it works good. Is it perfect? No. There's some of these other pairs I feel go better with it than this, but I feel that this kind of adds a little bit of a playfulness to the deck that otherwise can be really quite serious. And I like it. Like, I think it looks really good. At like even this, I'm gonna go back. Hold on, let me go back and show you guys. So we've got the Four of Cups and we've got the Four of Swords. And we've got stay away from instant gratification. Like that to me is like they're speaking. They're speaking well together. Wow, these cards. So they do stick, but that's because they're brand spanking new. And it's the texture that they are, right? Even while I was shuffling, they were sticking a little bit, but that's okay. They break in. Like honestly, the more you use this rose petal finish or like this anti-scratch coating, I believe is what it just pretty much breaks down to what it is. I think they say rose petal finish to make it sound nicer. Like nicer than anti-scratch, right? But like when you get using it and spending time with it and breaking it in, it breaks in gorgeous. And this deck, because it's so flexible, this is going to break in. It's very reminiscent of the Roots and Wings. Other than I'm going to say the Roots and Wings cardstock might be a tad thicker, but it's amazing. It's gorgeous. Like this, like we've got Burn at the Stake, Wheel of Fortune, and then we've got Plant by the Moon. I love this moon. We've got Harvest and Manifest, Page of Cups and the Moon. That's beautiful. Okay, we're going to end on that one. Let's check out the next deck I have to pair with it. Okay, so the next one that I grabbed, because I'm still working with it, I love this deck, is the Egyptian Gods Oracle. I'm a huge Egyptian fan of ancient Egypt. All right, so let's give it some fresh cards here. All right, so we've got renewal between Nine of Wands and the Sun. So this is a little different. This might be a more of a, you know, some people might like this, some people might not like it together. I like it. I think it's really cool. But I do think it's a very specific energy. So we've got the Three of Swords, the Magician, and Change. Wow. Seven of Wands, Strength and Meditation. The only thing I will say about the Egyptian Gods Oracle is I find the keywords are awesome, but when you actually get into the book and start reading about the Egyptian deity that she's put onto this, the god or the goddess, and then like what they stand for and represent, and like the little write-up that's in the book, it kind of leaves you wondering how the card, like how that keyword is even part of it. Not all of them, but some of them. You're just kind of like, what does that have to do with wholeness? Or what does that have to do with renewal? Right? So, like, that's my only thing with it. I feel like if you're just going to read it as in the keyword, you're fine. But if you're going to get into the book to learn a little bit about the deity that's on the card, the keywords kind of get a little weird at that point. It teaches you so much about the like the gods and the goddesses and like the different things about them and stuff, which I really appreciate. I really like that. So we've got ritual magic, Ace of Swords, and stability and equilibrium. Eight of Wands, Nine of Coins, and then we've got creation. We got Two of Swords, Seven of Coins, and truth and fairness. I don't know. I like it. It works for me. All right, let's check out the next one. All right, and so now the next one is, I just had this one come in, the Solera Occulto Melora, which I love. It's my bedside deck right now. So I paired this with the Oracle that came with the Solero Occulto. Because I've actually found them to have similar color palettes. They all have that goldy tones, the dark, like the dark blacks, the whites, like it suited it. It looked really good. So I definitely I don't know. I'm really liking these ones together. It's working for me. They have a very kind of a similar energy in a way. Backs look great together. They're so shiny. I love it. Love it, love it, love it. And I figured like that's crazy. Like I had both these decks come in like really close. The Solera's been here, I'm gonna say like probably close to a week now, if not a little over a week. No, definitely over a week because it showed up here on Halloween. So yeah, definitely over a week. I've been spending a lot of time with it. It's amazing. I love it. Okay, now we've got the Griffin, which is the one different card in the entire Oracle. But like, look at how amazing it looks. Yeah, they look good together. Oh man, that is a strong Seven of Swords. What a statement. But yeah, so see, like I'm really liking these ones together a lot. Oh, sticky, sticky. All right, go. And I'm sure like the what is it? Mercury, salt, and sulfur. Like if any of you guys have that one, it would go great with this too. Because it's the same similar drawing style, right? And I do think that she's even has some of the same cards in this oracle as the Mercury, salt, and sulfur. Getting off a little bit here, starting to get crooked. Yeah, like I feel like they're I don't know, they just click really well in my mind. These look phenomenal together. Like the Emperor, the Three of Cups, and Drowning. This is kind of a strange card to me, the way she drew it. It kind of stands out in the deck. And then we've got the Eight of Swords, the High Priestess, and Hope. This one this card kind of stalked me a little bit when it comes to the Oracle. I have a couple stalker cards. All right, so that was the Solero Occulto. And I'm just going to kind of work down through, and then we'll start doing some spreads. Inner Compass. I've had this deck for a while. I don't go to it as much as I thought I was going to, but I really do like its energy with this deck. Because for a while it kind of felt too, I don't know what the word I'm looking for. It had a different energy than most of my decks that I have. But I do like I like the backs together. I think they look cool. I think they all look really cool. So I wasn't crazy. Like I don't know how I don't want to say I wasn't crazy about it, but the energy of this deck was very different than what I usually navigate towards or use. Um, it doesn't hold the same energy as most of my decks, and I actually have, like I said, I have a hard time using it. So by putting it with the Witch's Tarot, though, I feel like it changed its energy to a more usable energy for me, or more of an energy I'm drawn to, right? It's got the Lovers, the Three of Coins, and Me Time. I don't know, I really like them together. Like I said, it really changed it for me, which is good because I was having a hard time fitting this into things. And I don't know why, because the keywords are phenomenal and the artwork is stunning. But I just wasn't like I just don't turn to it. And hopefully I do now because I do really like them together. So the Six of Swords, the Mother, and the Messenger. And I feel like the white of these cards like break up the darkness, like the dark borders a little bit, which is cool. Just straighten myself out a little bit here. And I feel like it just leaves a lot of, like, they're very airy and open cards, right? So I feel like it leaves some room for some interpretation and just different things. I feel the color palettes are very similar in both these decks. So it works. 2 of Coins, 5 of Coins, and Trust. King of Coins, 5 of Cups, and Teamwork. I like the abstract art of the Inner Compass. We've got the 6 of Coins, the Empress, and Slow Down. Yeah, I don't know. I like them. They work for me. Like I said, it's completely changed the energy of this Inner Compass deck, which it needed to. The 9 of Cups, the Ace of Cups, New Chapter. Celine, 6 of Wands, and Wisdom. Like, it's amazing because the blue that's in this is like almost the exact blue that's in the background here. Like, they're very similar color palettes. And like, look at this one. Look at this. 8 of Coins, 9 of Swords, and Back to Nature. And like, look at the colors. Like, they're almost identical. So yeah, like, this deck's maybe been waiting for its partner. This Oracle, right, has been waiting for its partner. The Hierophant, Death, and Wonderment. Yeah, I'm excited to put these together. We've got Temperance, Queen of Swords, and Plenty. That's great. Okay, so now I kept thinking about like a botanical with it. So I pulled out the Hedge Witch. Now, when I was kind of doing it, a quick little run through before I started filming this, I kind of didn't like the Hedge Witch with it, which is crazy because I have paired the Hedge Witch with so many things and it goes with so much stuff. It's probably one of the most versatile decks in my collection, to tell you the truth. And I kind of didn't like it with it. So let's see if I'm right or if it was just an odd moment. So we got Temperance, Queen of Swords, and Enhance. At first I thought it was the white, just the so much white color in the deck, right? But Inner Compass has a lot of white. It's the same idea with the white backgrounds. So it wasn't that. But then I kind of started thinking about it, and I think it's the color palette of the Hedge Witch that doesn't resonate with the colors of the Witch's Tarot. And I think that's what it is. So we got Chariot, the Two of Cups, and Growth. Yeah, see, like, it's just not working for me. But I feel like it's not connecting with the Witch's Tarot for me. The Four of Coins, Knight of Cups, Subdue. But let's try a couple more. Let's keep looking. We got Covenant, Queen of Wands and nurture. Like, yeah, it's not doing it for me, guys. The devil, two of wands, and sustain, sorry, not sustain, sustain. Nope, not liking it. The Queen of Cups, the Ten of Swords, and soothe. Like, the keywords are going with it, but it's not doing it for me. Backs look okay for the most part. Um, it's not doing it for me, and I think it's because this is such dark goddess energy, and I feel like the hedge witch botanical doesn't do, like, it doesn't go into that world for me. It doesn't go into that energy for me. All right, so I kind of feel like that didn't work so great. So I'm not going to spend time on it, and we're going to go to the next one that works awesome with it. So the hedge witch kind of fell flat for me, to tell you the truth, which is crazy. Like I said, I've never had a problem pairing it with anything. Okay, so the next one, I don't know, I really liked it, and I was really drawn to it. The tantric dakini. So I find the tantric dakini to have tons of Kali energy, like tons of Kali energy. There's quite a few cards in it that have Kali in it. So to me, it's very Kali energy. Um, I don't read this as a tarot. I mean, I thought about writing the tarot associations on the cards and you making it more of a tarot, more so than an oracle. But I haven't really decided what I want to do, so I haven't done anything. Look at that. Kali card right off the get-go came right out. So this energy to me is crazy. This is probably one of my most favorite pairings with it. I really like the tantric with it. I really like the inner compass with it, and I really like the Solero occulto with it. Um, it's crazy. Like, look at this. Oh, okay, let's switch these cards. Let's give it fresh cards. All right, we've got the Emperor, the Knight of Coins, and Mean and Heavy. Look at that Kali. Using her boots to stomp on those skulls down there. Yeah. Backs. They're nothing crazy. They're okay. They're fine. They're not nothing nuts, but they're not amazing, right? But it works. We got the High Priestess, the Empress, and Fire of Sacrifice. Oh man. Okay. Yeah. I'm loving it. Eight of Swords, Six of Coins, and Mother's Milk. We've got the Tower, Ace of Cups, and Guardian. It's crazy how the energy changes between them, by just switching out an oracle. Page of Swords, Nine of Cups, and Transformation. I don't know. I feel like this is like going into, it's going deep down and in somewhere that I want to know about and that I want to learn and that I want to journey with. Like, it's crazy to me, these ones. Three of Coins, Ten of Cups, and Heart Drop. Yeah. But I do, because there's room down here, right? So I've thought about putting the Tarot Association. So it's kind of more like the Outgrow Yourself, where it can be an oracle or a tarot. So I've been kind of thinking about doing that, and I'm almost 100% sure I'm going to. Look at this. Oh, the Lovers, Ace of Wands, and Eternal Life. Yeah, these are amazing. I'm going to say this is one of my favorite pairings yet. It's like stimulating my third eye. And like I said, if I feel like it's taking me into a world that I have not visited before. Like, I feel like I'm going deep down in some like cave where I'm about to emerge with a whole lot of new information. And I feel like that's where this is taking me. Like, it's insane. I love the energies. Seven of Cups, Ace of Swords, Burning Bush, slash lineage tree. Look at this. Wax, ritual magic, and cremation ground slash meditation. That is insane looking. I feel like wafting that energy up to you guys. Like, check that out. I wish you could feel energy through the camera. This is insane. Oh my God, I love it. Amazing. The Mother, Nine of Coins, and Wheel of Great Time. Six of Cups, Ace of Coins, and Threefold Riddle. Wow. All right. This is, yeah, okay. We're gonna do some spreads. One more. Here we go. The Maiden, Queen of Coins, as above, so below. Yep. I am digging the Tantric Dakini with it. The Tantric Dakini is such a crazy energy, and like I have a hard time pairing it. There's a few things in my collection that go with it. But when something goes with the Tantric Dakini, you know that it is powerful and it is going deep and it is bringing you somewhere that you've never gone before. So I felt like the Untamed Spirit Animal Oracle was not too bad with it. The off-white of this, though, is kind of like an odd color. So it was kind of working, but kind of not. So once again, I feel like that's going to be a very acquired taste. And then I did like the Old Ways Magic with it. I thought that that felt really cool with it. However, there is some cards in the Old Ways Magic that is a little bit more kind of comic booky fae drawings, maybe a little bit more anime looking that kind of didn't mesh exact with this, but the majority of the cards seem to go really good with it. So that's why I'm putting them as honorable mentions because they weren't exact hits for me, but yet they were kind of cool enough where I felt like I could mention them. I'm sorry, I'm a little stuffed up today, guys. They've been harvesting the fields a lot around us, and it kind of gives me my eyes get like my eyes kind of bug me a little bit, and I get stuffy when that happens. Just a lot of dust in the air. Okay. I'm just gonna move this overhead light so it's not shining on the Tantric so much because the Tantric is a little bit of a shinier cardstock. Okay, dim the camera a little bit, but we can still see okay. All right, we've got the Ten of Wands with Survival. We've got the Burn at the Stake with Slay the Ego. That is interesting. And then we got the High Priestess, totally bananas. That is, it's kind of cheeky, like it's kind of funny, right? But at the same time, it's like makes so much sense. Yeah, like I'm loving these together. I really like the energy. Okay, let's do one more with it. I wanna do the tantric bikini one more time with it. And then we'll move on. Maybe I'll do Inner Compass and then the Solero Occulto with it as well too. But I'm really feeling Like really, really feeling the Tantric Dakini with it. And like I said, because I feel like the Tantric Dakini has so much Kali energy, right? So like it makes sense that it would, um, it feels like it suits that, right? Here's that card. She wants to come out. She knows we're talking about her. All right. Yes, I am loving this. All right, Queen of Swords, Three of Wands, Page of Wands, and Mean and Heavy. That Kali card again. Yeah, loving it. Oh, yeah, 100%. 100% loving it. How can you not? These are phenomenal together. All right, let's check out Inner Compass with it. And it's interesting because I'm going to say these two cards, especially this one, I don't think that color exists in the Inner Compass. I might be wrong, but I don't think it does. Okay, I'm going to move this all down. All right, we've got the Page of Coins, the Eight of Swords, and Six of Coins with the Messenger. Okay, I'm going to do another one because I'm kind of not feeling it all of a sudden. It just could be that card combination. Let's see. And this is why I do that, because sometimes when you're just laying them out like that, yeah, they look fantastic together. But then when you start putting them into a reading, you're just kind of like, yeah, that's not working for me. This is going to be a little bit of a longer video. Sorry about that. Let's go this way with it. So sometimes you have like that one or two cards that are just off, but the majority of the deck works, right? So they can't be perfect and exact every time. Yeah, like I'm liking it. Okay, so I like this card with it. So like it could have just been those cards. Those are the few cards that just weren't, resonating perfect together. But this to me does. So I've got the Ritual Magic, the Seven of Cups, the Ace of Swords, and I've got the Anchor. And like look how she's looking down at that. I find that so interesting, and it's like that anchor, like anchoring her in, right? That like, and an anchor can be good. It can hold you true to what you need to be held to, or it can be burden and holding you down and holding you in a place, and it can get stuck and then you can't move on, right? So it's like that not being able to let things go either. So I feel that that is a lot right there. And it's however you interpret it. Is this anchor a good anchor that's holding you tight to where you need to be, or is this anchor a bad anchor and it's holding you tight and not letting you move on, right? So you need to navigate that yourself. And that's where your intuition and what you feel the cards are saying to you are saying. Yeah, I like it. Okay. For a moment there, I was like, wait a minute. Maybe I don't like them together, but I do. I like them together. Like I said, not every single card is going to be perfect, but it's a pretty minimal deck. And I feel like a majority of the color palette is the same. So it should work. I feel it does. Letting go. Yeah. Okay. So that was, I liked it. The first one I didn't, second one I did. So I'm going to stick with I like it. All right, let's see the Solero Occulto with it. I love this Three of Wands. That's a whole energy right there, a whole vibe happening on that one card. So we've got the Nine of Coins, the Three of Wands, the Knight of Coins, and Grief. That is interesting. Yeah. I'm liking it. I want to do another one. And the Tantric Dakini was like straight up #1 for me. Yeah. Now, obviously, with the Solero Occulto, you do have to kind of visit the guidebook. Some of them you don't. Some of the keywords are obviously straightforward, right? Like new path, consciousness, sorcery, temptation, luck, herbal medicine, perversion, childhood trauma. Like for the most part, like it's pretty straightforward. But there is some that you'll have to kind of check out in the book. But the majority of it's pretty straightforward. So yeah. But I mean, you kind of have to do that with the Tantric Dakini too, right? So the Tantric Dakini, it's a very intuitive based deck, but at the same time, sometimes you got to get in there and kind of see what exactly they mean with those words. But I'm almost positive I'm going to write the keywords on those cards. I've got to do it. And I don't have the greatest of writing. I used to have phenomenal writing, but I don't anymore. So maybe I'll have somebody who has better writing like do it for me. I don't know, we'll see. But yeah, so that is the Witch's Tarot, and that's kind of what I picked to go with it. I'm sure there's a million trillion other things that match its energy or enhance its energy. This deck is amazing. I am so glad that I bought it. Like I said, I am kicking myself in the butt for not joining the Kickstarter, and it's finished. Like it's been finished, I think, for about 2 weeks now. I think he ended like on Halloween or maybe the day after Halloween. I can't remember, but it was really close to Halloween. So the Kickstarter's done. And I'm totally regretting not getting the Oracle now because this tarot is stunning and I can't wait to work with it. Like I feel this is very much like new moon energy, that dark goddess energy. Um, Yeah, it's amazing. Amazing. I've never had a photograph deck, so I'm happy that this is my first one because this is stunning. I love the filters. I like everything he did. It's amazing. All right, so hopefully you like this, enjoyed this. If you do, thumbs up, subscribe, like, all that awesome stuff. And I'll see you guys on the next one. Thanks for joining in.